what's going on at Target? What have they been cooking up?
What is going on at Target? Well, Target's long been known among my mom friend circles, I think nationally, for being, the big box store that's really on the cutting edge of the LGBTQ plus divided by movement. And Target, of course, this year
You mean Target?
Target went all out. And
it's so much better than your normal plebeian Walmart. Target, yes.
Right. Forget Walmart. Well, I'm a Walmart girl, have to admit. I abandoned Target long ago because of this reason. So this year they kind of went all out, well ahead of Pride Month. We're talking like early May. They roll out their tuck-friendly bathing suits for adults and children, and their baby Pride onesies.
So help people out. What do you mean? What do you mean by tuck friendly?
Well, it is exactly what it sounds like. So imagine you are a male and you want to appear female while wearing a tight bathing suit. You could,
but you still exist biologically as a male.
That's
it.
a good
It's
way of
kind of like
putting
a
it,
corset for the male appendage, if you know
That's
what I mean.
a great way of putting it. Yeah.
Yeah. So now that we've established that, Josh, are you set? We can move. I'm going to get in trouble again.
I mean, you say things so fast, though. It's like tuck friendly. Wait, what?
Well, yeah, I kind of
We're not
skipped
talking
over
about tucking
rapidly.
your shirt in here, people. We're talking about something else here.
Yeah, we can psychoanalyze why I did that later on in the show if we want.
They have a lot of they sell chest binders as well. So
chest
it's
binders,
like the same for female,
tuck-friendly bathing suits. So encouraging,
but specifically for minors,
for children,
for minors, right? This is in the kids section. You walk in, it's right there. And so Target not only did this year, but they kind of went to the farthest extreme. They hired a professed Satanist to design specific Pride line for their June rollout, and her designs include this T-shirt with the Satan goat head on it that says "Satan respects pronouns." Now, I'm not going to go into the theological implications of this.
Does.
Satan can't actually respect or love anything.
Wow.
But I mean, just totally, out there. So, of course, there's been pushback and moms around the country, because we do a lot of the shopping, right, statistically. Women around the country are calling out, including Lila Rose, Alyssa Walsh. We are just saying no to Target. So, moms, let's show the guys. The guys were good with the Bud Light stitch. Like they got that under control. It's time for us to step up and say no to Target. And so we're working on all kinds of resources for you to divest yourself of your Target habit, your Target habit. It's going to be a little tough for some of us, but we really got to just stop supporting this.
Where's the line?
It's terrible.
Where's the line? It's so annoying. The whole argument that they're like, you can't boycott everything. This is different than Bud Light because there's not alternatives. Yes, there are alternatives, and this is my line. It's the same thing with like when Catholics criticize something like, well, you house pedophiles, and it's like, that's not what we're talking about right now. We're talking about a Satanist designing a line for Target, and we're talking about
for children,
right. And
for children
to alter their appearance to appear as a different gender, and that's not far enough for you to say, hey, I'm going to head over to Walmart. I'm going to head over to Meijer. Like it's right. There are alternatives,
and it's not
and people
saying
should
Walmart's
make it
perfect.
Hurt.
Right,
no.
I get this all the time. Well, Walmart, sells lines that are made in China with it's like no. If you have two bad options and one of them's clearly the greater of the evils, you got to walk away at some point, ladies. Like nobody needs Target to have a full, happy life. So
where's the line?
Walking away now.
You know what? And Chip and Joanna, Christians, they should definitely pull their line. I don't know the legal stuff on that, but that would be a great way to, and they could totally do stuff on their own. They have plenty of money. I mean, they're very successful entrepreneurs. Where's the line for them? I don't know. If you're really Christian, I'd love to see something from them.
Come on, people. Step up.
Josh, I know you're about to come
now
in.
Now we know what Target means.
Yeah.
The bullseye's on the back of our children.
Yep.
So
sadly so.
But yeah, I want everyone to be encouraged. Like we actually have a lot of real power. We're really out here right now, legislatively, proactively, grassroots, culture-wise. It feels like there's been a lot of wins. So I want to call attention to that.
Well, and people talk a big game too. They're like, I want to do whatever it takes for Jesus. I'm willing to sacrifice. Like, but I don't want to go to this store instead of that one.
But I like Target's dollar buckets.
I just love to have some of the martyrs of the church just come in, enter the chat. Like, really, brah? Really? Yeah. St. Lawrence, he's just like got skin all burned up. He's like,
got grilled.
Oh, you gotta go to Walmart instead of Target. Boy, that's tough. I mean, I was put on a rotisserie stick and spun over.
Turn me over. I'm done
go ahead.
On that side.
Yeah. Sebastian's got arrows coming out. Like, yeah, gosh. It's so much more classy to go to Target. I see your dilemma.
Yeah.
It's kind of so tough.
Yeah, for sure.
Give me a break. Steven, he's like carrying stones. Like, wait, what'd you say?
Yeah. No, I think it is easy to forget how for a couple hundred years in the beginning of the church, there's a lot of blood that was spilled that paved the way for the rest of us.
Yeah, to
And
shop at Target.
to
so that we
not
could
to
have the
shop at
freedom.
Target.
So we could have the freedom not to shop at Target. Yeah,
Correct.
and we were talking about this, Tom, yesterday. We were talking about how it feels like something has changed, that we don't have to just sit around waiting to be sued, and then we're like, oh well, we'll take it to the Supreme Court, right? 2008, 2012, we're seeing, okay, we got to win at the Supreme Court after years of litigation. The sisters don't have to pay for contraception, or after years of litigation, the Masterpiece Cake Shop guy can go make cakes. Oh, until he gets sued again. Well, let's actually do something proactive for a change and get out there and call out the Dodgers and put up ads. Let's, pass these laws. Let's support legislation. Let's get on our school boards, because we don't have to just sit around waiting to be attacked and go through lawfare for 7 years.
Yeah, and that's a good point. I feel like the line that's been crossed is transing the kids, I think, because
I hope so.
previously I think that people were a little bit hesitant to talk against the Rainbow Mafia because they had the argument, well, it's just, people
The
want to love
privacy
who
of their
they want to
homes.
love.
They're not hurting
They're
anyone.
not hurting anyone, yada, yada. Now the harms have become abundantly clear. And I don't think that people that want to live a homosexual lifestyle have done a good enough job separating that. There are some that have separated that, but I think now it's like the far left movement has just adopted everything and anything and everything that falls under their umbrella. And so now people who maybe didn't even have any desire to be engaged have to be engaged. And I've heard people complain about that, like, everything's political now. This is so annoying. And like, yeah, sure, I wish that we could go back to that, but that's not where we are. And in a way, it's a good
and it's
thing.
like the gay movement tried to say, oh, we just want a shield to protect us from being persecuted. But it's obvious that now they're a sword. They're going on offense. And we're the ones they're after.
Totally.
They don't like religious expression. So
Yeah, and then
prove us wrong.
I was arguing with someone about the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence. They're like, man, you are just really trying to find anything you can to make up persecution against Catholics. And I'm like, what world am I living in right now? This group
Right.
explicitly exists to mock Catholics. If you can't see a problem with this, the conversation's over. Like, I'm not going to convince you for anything. They were just saying, well, it's just clothes. Like, it's not a big deal. And I said, wait a second. Weren't you mad about a Christian not wearing a Pride Night hockey jersey? And you said that was
Yeah.
enough to kick them off the team and
Exactly.
end
It's just
their life?
clothes. Wake up.
Wait a second. I thought you were pretty mad about that. So I don't think that goes both ways. So very
Cue the
frustrating.
crickets.
Yeah, seriously. Got crickets back on that one.